With its first match against Scotland on the horizon, the U.S. men's national team continues camp in Orlando. Additional players arrive during the second half of the week as the squad grows to 27. But only 23 players will be part of the group that ultimately begins World Cup qualifying in June. The competition for a spot on the roster intensifies.
There's a good competitive nature about the squad. You know, no position is guaranteed, and we have a lot of guys really hungry and fighting for positions, and I think you need that within any top team. I feel like we're definitely making strides as a country and as a nation, and I think that's part of the process. You know, I think the more and more we have guys really fighting for spots on the field, it's just going to bring the best out of each and every one of us, which in turn is going to benefit the team overall.
Strong. Stay strong. Stay strong. It's your ball. Stay strong. Go the other side. Timmy. Good, Brad. Go the other side. Come on, Edgar. Come on, let's play. Keep playing. Keep playing, Edgar. Keep playing. Yes. Good job, you go. Both of you.
I'm not going to lie. It's in the back of your head, and it's it's a relief if you hear good news, and then it's disappointing at times when you hear the bad news. But I think as a player, you just have to realize that it's not your time, and you can't let it get you down at all, and push through it and just play for your next opportunity.
Qualifying is a really long process, and a lot can happen, whether it's injuries or suspensions, so you never know when your name's going to be called. But everyone definitely has a role to play in this process now and in moving forward, so it's important that this squad of guys, and even some of the guys who aren't here now, are really in tune with the mentality of the squad, and just ready whenever they're called upon.
One week into camp, the U.S. takes the field for a scrimmage, allowing the coaches to evaluate players in a game setting.
There's a sense of urgency. Okay? Let's get it done. Come on.
For Graham Zusi and other players fighting for a spot on the roster, the simulated game provides a chance to make a final push for inclusion in the group of 23.
If you're worried about outperforming someone that's next to you, it can get you away from your game a little bit, and my focus on going into the game was just putting in a good performance as a team. And I think if the team performs well together, then it makes you look all that better.
Observations made on the training field lead to discussions back at the hotel, with final decisions on the roster to be made.
Well, as we know, the tough part of it is, who to send home or to their clubs. And based on what we saw and based on every individual case.
If you look at Jermaine, Kyle, Mo, and Michael, they're for that position and how they play that position,
yeah,
and how we want them to play that position. Graham, it's more of a flank player in the way we want to play.
That gets us down to the 23.
The roster is set. Camp ends for Juan Agudelo, Alfredo Morales, Danny Williams, and Graham Zusi.
I think you have to take being here as a positive more than anything, because you are that close to being on the full roster, and if you are sent home, I think it's more than anything it's going to be on a positive note, and then also take it as motivation to get back there again and try to prove yourself.
I want to say thank you to a couple of guys that have done a lot of work over the last 10 days. And I start with you, Danny. We really don't want to let you go. Danny came in with a shoulder injury. He was not released by his club. The only release we were getting from his club was that he can finish off the season with us, become part of the team, and then he has to go back to Germany. Alfredo, we see a lot of potential in you. We see a big future in you, but it's about time to kick some people out there in Berlin. I want you to go back, have a little break now, and I want you then to fight your way through the system there. You have to play week in, week out. Graham, you will stay on the standby list. If something happens here, you're right back. You know, you broke into this kind of extended pool of players because you had an awesome January camp. But you also have proven over the last couple of months that you are a strong player. Juan, I know how eager you are, how hungry you are, and that you're deeply disappointed going back now. You're going back to a new club, Chivas. You have a new challenge there at Chivas that gives you games, and this is what you need. But we all know, all the players know that you have a lot of talent. Juan, you're part of our gang, you're part of our group here, but you need to prove that now. You know? Thanks, guys. Make sure before these guys leave, give them a big hug, okay? Thank you.
The 4 players head home, their efforts respected by the group that sets out for the first of its tests, meeting Scotland in Jacksonville, Florida. For Clint Dempsey and his teammates, the preparation for World Cup qualifying extends to every facet of life in camp. Even a haircut presents a moment to consider the challenge ahead.
Like, what do you think? Like a 2 on top, 1 on the sides, or 3 on top, 2 on the side? Just my hair grows
right
so
now
quick.
you got about 4 on top, so maybe 3.
3? Okay.
Have you played down there before?
Yeah, it's tough. Any of those places down there. They play in Honduras, El Salvador, Guatemala, Mexico, Costa Rica. All those countries, man. It's tough to play there. Yeah, it's good. Perfect.
With even the small off-the-field needs now taken care of, the U.S. men's national team sets their sights squarely on the field with their match against Scotland.
Obviously playing in Scotland, I've been there for about 4 years now, and a few of my teammates will be involved with them as well. So, you know, hopefully we can come out on top and I can go back there with some bragging rights.
It's the first step of their 5-game stretch and provides Jurgen Klinsmann and his players the chance to earn a positive result before World Cup qualifying begins.
At this stage, it's the most important game. You know, you need to go out there and kind of set the benchmark high and set the tone for how you want to go forward with the rest of the tournament.